Hey guys, good morning and happy Saturday. So this is going to be a little bit of a short one, a short live video rant, because I do have someone to go and train in a few, but I just wanted to hop on here while I have this energy in me and discuss a topic that I'm really passionate about. I've been talking to a lot of ladies, and just people in general this week about how they're so dedicated and they consider themselves some of the most dedicated people. And they're like, it's not that I can't get in the gym. It's not that I can't work out. It's just that I can't stick with it for more than 3 weeks at a time. And even when I do stick with it for 5-6 weeks, I just don't see results, right? So obviously, if you're not seeing those results, you're going to be less inclined to stick to it, okay? But I have a few reasons why I think this happens, okay? So a lot of people, you are so dedicated, and this was me in the past, and I still do this sometimes, right? Last Saturday, I did not get up this early. I did not finish my workout this early. I hardly even got out of bed until 11. I burned myself out, completely burned myself out. And I'm still learning, but I'm really passionate about this. So I want to talk about it, okay? A lot of people, the reason they don't reach their fitness goals is not because they don't know how to work out. It's not because they're not dedicated. It's not because they're not motivated. It's not because they can't get themselves in the gym. It's the exact opposite. It's because they do too much. They do too much, okay? And what I mean by that is, for example, I had the best workout ever today. I feel amazing. I had a great workout. And you know what I did last night? I had like home fries and pancakes and chicken parm, because once a week I eat what I want. Once a week I fuel myself up. So there are a few reasons that if you're not reaching goals and you burn yourself out and give up, there are a few reasons this is happening. Number one, if you put all of your ducks in a row and you plan everything ahead and you figure out exactly how you're going to do things, you cut carbs, you're very faithful to your diet, you're doing cardio, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're putting all of the right things, all of the right efforts into it, you're doing all of the right things in your eyes, you might be doing too much. If you don't have a day at least once a week where you just let yourself chill out and eat what you want, and like within reason, of course, you're not going to maintain that balance. You're not going to maintain that energy that you have. Think about it. We have 5 days of the week that we work. Most of us, not me, most of us, and then we have a weekend. And then again, most of us, if you're in school, you have a fall break, you have a winter break, because you need these times to recharge. Okay? The fundamental problem with people who aren't seeing results, excuse me, I'm like spitting here, I'm so passionate. The fundamental problem with people who are not seeing results is that either one, they're not doing enough, or two, they're doing too much, right? It's a healthy balance. You want to be the tortoise, not the hare. And what I mean by that is you've got to commit to long term. Don't say, I'm going to do as much as I possibly can starting at week 1, because then week 1 happens and you're done. You're out of the gym because you have burned yourself out. You're not eating any carbs. You are not sleeping, like you're not resting. Okay. You're doing a lot of cardio. This is another thing that I am really passionate about, guys, is I want to switch people's mindsets on this. It's a Saturday morning. Every single treadmill, every single elliptical, every single cardio machine is full. People are anxiously running away whatever drinks they had last night, whatever food they had last night, rather than letting that food feed the work that they did during the week. If you did your work during the week, you have every right to rest, okay? And what people don't understand is that results come when you are resting. When your body is recovering from the exercise that you do, that's when you that's when the results come, not while you're doing it, right? So if you're doing it 7 days a week or 6 days a week, or you're not eating carbs 7 days a week, you're never giving your body that time to recover. So after week 1, you're already burnt out. You might be able to maintain it for 2, 3, 4 more weeks, but that's the reason that every single time you start on your fitness journey, you might be the most dedicated person in the world, but I don't fucking care. Every single time you start, you end up stopping. And it's because you go all in and you go in too hard. Too hard. You need to understand, results come. You will see results in 2-3 weeks, but not if you're burning yourself out and you're not allowing your body to recover. And I totally talked over myself before, but the other thing I want to bring to people's attention here is that when a lot of people think of working out and a lot of people think of exercise, they think immediately of cardio, especially women. And I want to reiterate here that in terms of biology, in terms of physiology, metabolism, like, we're not designed to need cardio. Like, nobody in this world needs cardio. The only reason any of us need cardio, other than what we're doing in our daily lives, like existing, walking around, burning calories, just like, doing what you do. The only reason that we even do extra cardio at all is because our diets honestly suck most of the time, okay? So if you are revising your diet and you're putting cardio in, that's a way to lose weight quickly. But if you do both of those things way too hard, like I said, you're not going to maintain it for more than 3 weeks. I don't care if you're the most dedicated person in the world. That can backfire on you, and it did for me in the past, okay? Every single weekend I was burning out, okay? If you are burning out to the point where you are sleeping till 11, not making it to the, like on a weekend, not making it to the gym, maybe you didn't wake up, all of these things, and you're beating yourself up about it, and you're making it a fault on your character when literally your body is just begging you to allow it to recover, okay? If you took a day, ate a lot of carbs, ate whatever you wanted, and slept after a hard week of work, you would wake up looking fitter than you did before. This is science, guys. And that's why whenever I program people, number one, we ease them in, okay? They can be the most dedicated people in the world, but they have a workout routine, a meal plan routine that they are going to follow. And if I tell them, as long as you do these little things every day, as long as you do this little bit every day, I don't care if you feel like it's, quote, not enough. If you feel like it's, quote, not enough, you are in serious danger of not maintaining these habits long term. Because if you put too much in, you're not gonna, putting more in does not always mean that you're gonna get more out, okay? Putting more in doesn't mean you're gonna look fitter. Working out more doesn't mean you're gonna be more fit. Some of the fittest people I know, and I've said this before, they are the most efficient. They also are the biggest eaters. They know how to treat themselves, they know how to do it well, and they know how to rest, okay? So again, I talked over myself again because I'm so passionate about this. But what I wanted to touch on with the cardio was that if your diet is in check, there's no reason you need cardio, okay? It's like one or the other. And if you do both, that's good, but you shouldn't do both all out to the point where you're going insane, okay? If you do both, maybe you are dieting a little bit because you want to do a little bit less cardio, or you're doing cardio because you want to treat yourself a little bit more in your diet. It's a healthy balance. It should be 50-50. It should be either be it should be fit, like you want to eat healthy anyway, but it should be 50-50. It should be like reasonable amounts of cardio, reasonable amounts of dietary, like revision or whatever. If you were 100%, 2 hours of cardio a day, no carbs, all in, good fucking luck maintaining that and good luck seeing results, okay? So the main things I want to go over here are there are two main reasons you're not seeing results. Number one, if you burn yourself out, physically and mentally, you will not see results because you're not allowing your body to recover. It's physically impossible. And for most of us, you're actually going to end up looking worse than you did when you started, okay? If you're cutting carbs, doing a ton of cardio, all of this stuff, you are holding on to body fat, especially long term. I see it all the time. They're running on the treadmill 60 minutes a day for 5 years, right? 5 years in a row. And they come to me and they say, I still can't get rid of this. And I'm like, no fucking kidding. Go to sleep and eat some chicken parm. Like, I'm serious, guys. This is real stuff. You need to allow your body to recover, okay? So number one is you're not going to see results if you're burning yourself out because it's physiologically impossible for your body to recover from the work that you're doing, okay? And number two is if you burn out, you aren't going to be consistent. You're going to stop. You're going to fall off the bandwagon. That's why you might be the damn most motivated, dedicated person in the world, but after 3 weeks, you stop. And you're like, why does this happen to me? I feel so motivated at the beginning, and at the end, I have no motivation at all. And the reason you're not motivated is because you are so physically incapacitated that your body is forcing you to stop. It's not a fault on your character. You're physically exhausted. Our bodies are telling us something all of the time. If you are physically exhausted and starving, your body's telling you to rest and to eat something, okay? So it's not that you're not dedicated. It's not that you're not motivated. It's that after 3 weeks, your body cannot handle anymore, okay? So part of motivation, part of dedication is also encouraging yourself to rest. And that is one of the things that people ask me all the time is, how are you so motivated? How are you so dedicated? I'm like, I am just a driven person. This is the way I am. I can't explain to you how to be this way, but for me, motivation and dedication, something that I have to hold myself to, is resting, okay? A lot of people have to hold themselves to go to the gym. I and some other people actually have to hold ourselves to resting because it's harder for us to do that. But that's important. So the main two reasons that you are very dedicated, working really hard, but not seeing results is number one, burning yourself out, which makes you physiologically incapable of actually seeing results, okay? Which is like, hello, no brainer, rest. And number two is if you're not seeing those results and you're burning yourself out, you're going to be too tired to continue, so you're going to fall off the bandwagon, and you're going to stop after 3 weeks because you're burnt out and because you're not seeing those results. Most of us need to start seeing results to keep us going, right? Because otherwise it feels arbitrary. What are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? And one of the things that I will never understand is people who do the same thing years and 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 years, and they never see results, not once. And they love to complain about it. They love to complain about it. They love to talk about it. They love to complain about it. They love to talk about how dedicated they are, how, oh my God, you're lucky, you have good genetics. Like, I just can't. I've been working out for years. No. They love to complain about why they're not seeing results instead of being like, maybe I should just change what I'm doing. Like, I've been doing the same thing for 5 years and I'm not seeing results. It's such a mystery. Just look at the science of it, okay, guys? Like, I'm serious. Once a week, I rest. I let myself eat whatever I want. I've been saving a lot of money, but I got my nails done yesterday and I pampered myself a little bit. Then I had chocolate chip pancakes and chicken parm and home fries. And then I just killed my workout, and I'm just feeling awesome today. I'm feeling really fueled up, really ready for the rest of the week. And you need those little rests. I am one of the most motivated, dedicated people I know, because that's just the way my mind works. And whatever I do, I want to do it very well. And yes, it is hard for me to encourage myself to rest. It is hard for me to wake up on a Sunday morning and be like, I'm not going to work out today. But I look ahead and I say, my workout on Monday is gonna suck, and it's gonna suck ass, and I'm gonna feel like shit, and I'm not gonna want to keep going, and I'm not gonna see results if I don't rest, if I don't eat. Okay? So that is my my little rant for today. I really have to go. I'm running late. But comment, like, share, talk to me about it. I would love to hear. And like I said, my programs are always at least 12 weeks, at least 3 months, right? Because I want people to encourage themselves to be dedicated long term. But I'm going to give you a program. I'm going to give you a meal plan so that you don't either fall off the bandwagon because you're not doing enough or you're doing too much, right? You've got to trust that you're doing just enough but not too much, and that it is enough, right? My biggest problem is feeling like I'm never doing enough. If you have someone there to tell you, yes, this is enough, but not too much, like, it just makes things easier. And then you have trust in what you're doing. Okay. So that's the biggest thing. If you don't want to burn out, you got to rest yourself. And if you want to see results and not burn out, you have to make sure that you are motivated in both directions, motivated to work, motivated to rest, motivated to eat. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a great Saturday, and hope you enjoy this one. It won't go away.